Today's hit music. It is Q92. Good morning, everybody. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on this Wednesday morning, halfway through the work week. And for the first time, and I don't even know how long, all three of us here in the same room together to start a new streak that will only be 2 days long. Good morning, everybody. Christian, Lauren, and Jake all here with you. The Q92 Morning Show in its entirety. Hope you guys had a great Tuesday. Hope you've been having a great morning so far. We are here for you, 330-450-9292. The phone number, the text line, 330-269-9292. Glad you guys are with us. This hour, it's all about the When We Were Young Music Festival Flyaway. Again, this contest ends tomorrow morning. We call the grand prize winner at 8. If you're a finalist listening right now, 8 o'clock tomorrow, one of your phones is going to ring. The rest of you haven't become a finalist yet, well, you got all day today with us, Nicolina, and with J-Dub this afternoon. So be listening. Be listening. Again, we have all that for you here today. 8 o'clock hour is going to be fun, too. Your Call Wednesday, Rich DeRocher, and Lil Wayne tickets. Want to see Lil Weezy without the puberty? You hear me go, Weezy?
Yeah, I did hear that.
So we have that for you in the 8 o'clock hour. Fun show. Looking forward to it. I got to say, Jake, welcome back. Wait, don't speak yet.
There we go.
Not you. I forgot. I haven't been turned up your mic for a while.
Hello.
Good morning, Jake.
Good morning.
How are you?
Magical.
Welcome
It's
back.
Great
from
to
the
be here.
West Coast. I don't think you really mean that.
No, it's. I'm happy to be back.
Are
I was
you?
going to say, you look bright-eyed and chippered, more so than you do on a regular day, actually.
Yeah.
Love it. Oh, I'm so glad this person texts back. I asked them to. Check this out, Jake. Jake, thanks. J&J is awesome. My 4-year-old enjoyed her bounce house for her birthday. Jim Guy.
Oh.
That's
Thank you,
awesome.
Jim Guy, because I asked you to send that when he came back on Wednesday, and you remembered. That is awesome, Jim Guy. Thank you for doing that.
I didn't know I rented the gym guy, but that's awesome.
Oh, you didn't get to meet him? Well, maybe your brother did, or one of the
Yeah,
other
we
boys.
had our crew out this week because we weren't here, but
How about
I'm
that?
glad it went well because
Yeah.
They had a good experience. His daughter had a great time. So that's awesome. J&J Inflatables, folks. It's not fake. I wonder if some people think we just make that up as part of the show.
I don't know, but it's not fake. It's a real thing.
No, it's a real.
For sure.
We've seen them.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Netflix Binge Girl here as always. Good morning, Mustache Master checking in. Thankful that we got some rain to cool stuff down a bit. I finished doing my yard yesterday. I didn't start till 7:30. And if you'd have seen the sweat on me and my shirt when I came back in the house from finishing the backyard, it was insane. Jay was like, "Oh, are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." No, but yeah. So we got it done. Nice, good cut to leave on vacation.
Well, there you go. You should be very lawn satisfied.
I am. Looking around, I was like, you know what? This is good. I don't know how much it's going to rain while I'm gone and if I'm going to come back and I'm going to be that neighbor, but hopefully they'll understand I'm on vacation. I have two
feel
very
like in the
active
summer,
neighbors as far as cutting their grass.
I know, but they see you guys come and go. If they don't see you guys come and go, they're going to assume something.
Yeah. One guy cuts it himself. The other guy has a lawn company. But they're both very active in their yard cutting. They don't miss a... It's like, man, I put the pressure on me.
Well, I mean, you want it to look nice, especially during these months.
I do. I already started... we're doing laundry yesterday. I already started putting some clothes aside to pack.
Well, I would hope. It's Wednesday.
Smell South Carolina
I
beaches.
know. You guys, he's going to be so obnoxious from now until they go.
No, I'm more obnoxious for my winter break.
No, that's true. That's fair. That's fair.
I'm more obnoxious in December.
Yeah, because they'll be like, see you in a month and a
I'm
half.
like, well, I
Jerks.
guess I'll be gone for 3 weeks. Weird. Does Jake own J&J Inflatables?
He does.
He does?
He's one of the J's. Am I correct?
yeah, I'm one of the Jays.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Jake and Jebediah are
That
the two
is-
brothers, and they run Jake and Jake Inflatables.
Is not Jeb.
We're glad to have you
Listen,
back, Jake.
Maybe. I haven't met Jeb.
Glad to have you back, Jake.
Oh, thanks.
I think it's crazy that people keep coming back from vacation on meeting day.
Yeah, that's wild, but you know, you
You're
do
like
what
the
you gotta
third
do.
guy to do it.
Wild or dumb?
Both.
Yeah.
Like, why would you come back on meeting day?
Right.
I would almost take an extra day
I know. Just to skip it.
just to miss the meeting. But which is at 10, by the way. We'll see you guys there. We're real excited. So we have all that for you this morning. Not to mention, we are getting a finalist on the live video stream that we just launched. If you missed Jake as much as I did, you can go here and look at him right now. He's in the left corner. Got a good beard going. Like a blue shirt today. What's that shirt say?
Off center. It's a league in
Oh, your
Ohio.
axe throwing. There you
Yeah.
go. Support the cause. When is your next axe throwing?
I don't know. I was hoping to throw last month, but I was busy, so I don't know.
Well, we're going to talk about your mountain climbing.
Okay.
I appreciated when you sent me the picture of the owl.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen an owl in the wild in my life. I've only seen them at zoos or whatever, and you got to see one, and it looked very majestic.
It was very majestic.
Was it staring right at you?
It was. My brother took that picture, but I did see it. It flew away a little bit, but I saw it in the distance.
Was it big?
Yeah, it was pretty big.
Owls are pretty big. But we'll talk about Jake.
Did you eat granola?
No.
Jake, I don't know that you can go to the great state of Washington in your Columbia hiking boots and not have some granola.
How did the boots hold up?
They were pretty good. They got me up the mountain, so
There's that.
Looking forward to that. So you're going to want to go over, click the like button on the live video stream. And Lauren, what are we going to put in the comment section?
I've always thought it was a cute emoji and I've never used it for anything. So let's put the bikini emoji in the comments.
The bikini emoji?
Yeah, it's really cute. It's like a red polka dot bikini.
All right. Let's put that bikini emoji. I want to start seeing it.
It's
show
hot
up.
out.
It is.
Very
Summer is
steamy.
da.
Yeah.
So go ahead and put that in the comment section. And the pink bikini emoji. If you just put in bikini, that's the one that comes up.
Bikini, yeah. It's a red bikini.
Bikini emoji. Put it in the comment section with a like, and it might just get you a finalist spot for the Flyway to Vegas for the When We Were Young Music Festival. So a lot to get to, a lot going on. We are glad you are with us. It is 7-Eleven. It's Tate McRae and Sports Cards Q. The new Meyer. That makes sense. The brand new Meyer.
Yep, 1 to
Boy.
2:30 today.
Boy, am I enjoying the price war right now between the Giant Eagle and the Meyer in Austintown.
Giant Eagle now takes Meyer coupons.
They're going at it. They're both like, bring that coupon right here. You bring that coupon here. I will use that coupon.
Yep.
But it says Meyer. I do not care. Bring it in here. Buy your stuff. I love it. And Meyer's like, well, you can bring that Giant Eagle coupon in here too. We don't care.
And you can use our coupons.
You can bring a Jiffy Lube in here. I don't care. Go get some milk. I don't save a buck. Think I care?
Jiffy Lube.
We're taking over. It's Meyer time. So shout out to both. I like both. Actually.
I do too. Like I have my things that I get in both, respectively.
Yeah, but boy, in Austintown right now, which is Mineral Ridge is right by Austintown. Yeah, it's funny.
You should totally
It's funny.
take Jimmy to get a wiener whistle.
Yeah, you want me to get my son a wiener whistle?
Yeah.
All right.
Hand up.
They
literally
hand them out?
Yes.
All right.
You tried to act like I was being a purr.
Well, you don't hear things like that a lot in life.
It's a little weenie. You've never
Get your
seen
son a wiener whistle.
weenie whistle, I think is what they call it.
Well, I think they should.
But
I think
it's
weenie's probably the better way to
it's
go.
a weenie whistle from the Wienermobile. That's a lot of wieners.
If I can get out of here in time, and God knows because I want to, I won't. I will till 2:30.
Yeah, 1 to 2:30. Look here. This is what it looks like. It literally looks like a hot dog, but it's a whistle.
Sure is. That could be multi-used.
That's so
let me
cute.
See. FYI, people line up for those whistles. They go fast. Damn it. Oh, I got no chance.
Christian, boogie out of here fast. This is a big deal. When do you ever have a giant Wienermobile in Austintown?
You just don't.
It's an emergency.
Christian, why are you leaving? Wasn't there work to do? Wiener whistle. It's the wiener whistle.
2 words. Wiener whistle.
I have a Staples coupon. I'm going to use it at Meyer. All right.
After I get my weenie whistle.
It's total mayhem out there. They're accepting everything everywhere. What is this? Carlisle's coupon. That's not even around anymore. We'll take it. Save money.
It expired in 1994.
Hills? We'll take it. I'm like, oh, man, this is the best day ever. has chest hair out there?
Why do you want to know? What's wrong with you today?
Because it's an interesting question, because so many people either have it, don't have it, or have it and shave it off.
Or have just a soul patch.
You know,
like right in the center.
If you have chest, what do? Are you someone who lets it fly? It doesn't mean you're super. I'm just saying you let it grow. You don't care. Are you someone who shaves it off totally? Are you someone who trims it? Or are you someone who has none?
Christian wants to know.
These are questions I ask myself at 8 o'clock in the morning.
On a Tuesday.
It's Q92. $7:22. We are 8 minutes away from a look at sports right here on today's hit music Q92, where again we are getting a finalist for the When We Were Young Festival with the Q to Call coming up next. Well, not next, but this hour. So be listening for that. Your Call Wednesday, Rich DeRocher, Lil Wayne tickets in the 8 o'clock hour, 9 o'clock hour. 2 more chances to become a finalist for the When We Were Young Festival. A lot going on. OMG, 74 degrees. I'm happy now, someone says.
Well, it's better than like previous mornings when we started off even warmer than that. I think we're finally going to get a little break. It's not going to be a big one, though.
It's summer.
It is.
It's summer. I'm cool with it. The heat advisory's over, everybody. We should be fine. Yeah,
yesterday was 91. Today's 89. It is 2 degrees.
I wonder why. Also, how does that... I mean, is 90? We don't know.
I think it's because of the heat index. We're not supposed to have like direct sun all day today, like we haven't. I mean, like we're
or
gonna
cloud.
Yeah, we have a chance for storms, which will knock that temperature down.
All right, Jake. I want to know all about the state of Washington. Is it as beautiful as you see on TV and in the pictures?
It is beautiful, but man, everything hurts. Like I am
sore?
Yeah.
Was it as active as a vacation as you were afraid? Yes
and no. It wasn't a little bit because it rained like 2 days, so that kind of foiled their plans a little bit. Thank goodness. But
he's like, thank you God.
For the love of God.
Yeah. So but it was. I mean, we did like 2 or 3 hikes, and like the one hike we did was insane. It was only 2 miles, but it was switchback after switchback going up the mountain, and the elevation.
Oh, it's because it was so steep.
Yeah, and
that's how they have to do that.
Yeah, and the elevation was like 2,000 some feet. So it was like the top of the mountain. Like you could like.
You literally climbed a mountain.
Yeah.
You were at the top of it looking out.
Yeah, we were at the very top of the mountain, and it was like just one big rock, and you had to like take your turn and look over the edge without falling to your death because it was.
Wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have done it.
That's like Sonic Rock flashbacks.
Was it like a trail a lot of people were going up and down?
Yes and no. There was a lot of people doing like the halfway, but like once you get to a certain point, you have to like climb up the rocks with like the ropes. And like
you climbed up the rocks with the ropes?
Yeah, like there was ropes tied to like the tree roots in the ground. You had to like use the ropes to get up. Like the last quarter mile, it was all straight ropes and just rocks. So
did they have the ropes there just like all the time? Like you didn't have to hook it up yourself?
No, yeah, they were just there.
Okay.
No harness, just ropes.
Yeah, just ropes.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't want to do it. I said I wasn't going to do it, but then I got up there and I was like, I made it this far. I might as well go.
Did everybody in your family do it?
Yeah, everybody that went. It was me, my brother, my sister, and then my 2 cousins.
Okay, so like your mom and dad weren't on this one.
Yeah, they didn't go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone texts, how did the hiking shoes hold up, Jake?
They worked pretty good. I mean, again, they got me up the mountain. They did their job. They were comfortable. So
the last mile or whatever. Quarter mile of this mountain.
Yeah.
You literally had to grab onto a rope and pull yourself up it, climbing over a rock.
Yeah, and I think the last
with no harness,
nothing. I think the last maybe 100 feet, it was no ropes. It was just rocks. You had to like get down low and just climb up the rocks, and then you were at the top of the mountain. You could see the lake. You could see the trees.
Do you have a picture?
I do.
I want to see it.
Okay.
You need to upload
put
it
it
so
in
we
the
can
chat?
show everybody. Yeah.
I can upload it, but
we'll put it in the video.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I knew you had that. I'd have had you get it ready before. I didn't. But
I was going to, and I forgot. I didn't think.
Wow. Well, I mean, that's a cool thing to say you did.
Yeah, I'm happy I did it. It's cool to say I did. Never again.
If they're like, let's do
Never
it
again.
Yeah.
So if next year she's like, come out, we'll do it again. You're like, no, I'm coming out, but we didn't do it.
Yeah. Luckily, she won't unless she lives there permanently. She's going to San Diego next year, so
San Diego.
I'll like that better.
Yeah, you'll really like their zoo, Jake. I know that's your vibe.
It is.
Ron Burgundy loves San Diego.
Well, that's because it's
couple reasons.
A great city.
It is. Did you say it was Spanish for whales?
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think so either.
Shout out to Anchorman. One of the greatest movies of all time. Well, if you don't like Will Ferrell, you probably hated it, but I thought that movie was... I mean, I was bowled over in the theater laughing at that movie when I first saw it. Do you remember a movie that you went to and watched and you truly were laughing your ass off in the... Now, no one goes to movies anymore, so I guess...
I mean, it wasn't like a full-on...
To me, it was that era. When I went to the theater and watched Old School. When I went to the theater, Wedding Crashers and Anchorman. Like, God, we went to some hilarious movies.
Yeah.
Now we can't joke anymore, so we can't make those movies.
Oh my gosh! Well, have
It's
you
just
watched
remakes?
Have you ever watched one of your favorite like old school shows or movies, and then like you're sitting there and you're like, oh my god, this could never be made today.
I was because I was for a while I was showing Not Daughter all the movies from like my time, like, and I loved it because she loves so many of them. Like she really loved Superbad.
Yeah.
She thought Superbad was hilarious.
It's a good movie.
She loves Dodgeball. She thinks Dodgeball's funny. She liked Wedding Crashers a lot. There was one she didn't like that was a little sad. Might have been Napoleon Dynamite.
I love Napoleon.
She didn't like Napoleon Dynamite.
Like I got to go to the Q&A, the cast panel and everything. Like I love it so much.
The only one I haven't shown her yet is Super Troopers.
You need to show her that.
I need to
this summer before she moves out.
When the second Dumb and Dumber came out, I was literally in tears laughing. Can Jake post his photos on the Q92 Facebook page? Listen, people get upset at weird things, and I could just see that being one of them. I'm sorry, couldn't you just see it?
Yeah, but we can put it like in comments, and we're also going to share it on the live stream so that you guys can see.
Now that we can do, we'll put it in the comments section of the live video stream.
Yes,
on Facebook,
and we'll show it on the screen.
I have one, Logan.
But to make a post by itself.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. If you want to go over to the live stream right now, you can see Jake. Literally, that's Photoshopped.
I white girled that one.
You look Photoshopped.
No.
Or you look like you were recently tickled.
I can't expand it to see if you're doing
that. Looks Photoshopped, Jake.
It's not Photoshopped, I promise.
It looks a little Photoshopped.
It's very majestic, Jake. I can't tell if I can't zoom to see if you're doing like duck face.
That looks a little Photoshoppy.
No, I promise. It's not. I didn't even touch it up anything. That's straight from the camera roll.
Gorgeous and terrifying all at once because one bad move is a little tumble.
Yeah, when I first got up there, I was scared. But
yeah, that is. Yeah.
You should have done it.
Do what?
You should have.
This song.
You should have been at the top like this.
With your arms out.
There's a picture of me somewhere because you're not supposed to feed the wildlife, but these birds were up there and they were like landing on my hands, like eating the trail mix.
So you did have some granola.
Yeah, but I didn't eat it. It wasn't granola. It was
just like a trail mix, like nuts and raisins.
Yeah.
See, Zolmarie says AI.
I promise it's not AI.
That looks a little fishy to me, man.
Dude, your Washington mountaintop picture is way better than my Seneca Rocks.
This was
Scared
Jake.
for my life picture.
This was Jake at the top of the mountain.
I want to see. You're like smiling really big.
You are very happy.
It's because
so Mackenzie said, "Is that Creed's new album cover?" It might be, Mackenzie.
It could be.
It absolutely could.
With some royalty fees, it could be theirs.
Why did you take it down? I was enjoying it.
Yeah, I was liking
back
it.
up. I didn't know how long.
There we go.
Can we zoom it? Is there a way to zoom it?
I really want to make it bigger.
A little more Jake on the mountain.
Sec and I can maybe.
Well, you could do the screen share.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, do the screen share so it takes over the whole screen.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
You guys, if you're listening right now and you want to see the best photo you're going to see all day, you need to head to the live stream on Facebook, YouTube, or X, because this is more than I could ever have hoped for out of his vacation.
Steve says, Jake looks so proud. Listen, you climb a mountain.
You should be. That's a huge accomplishment.
You should be proud. I'm just not sure that that's not a Photoshop thing.
I believe him. I don't think it's AI.
I feel like we could take that picture of Jake, cut out a sticker of it, and put it on a bunch of things.
It would be amazing. I think we should. Like all around Canton, you just start seeing Jake in that.
Wow, there really is nothing up. Like you had to really climb up that.
Yeah, that's literally rock.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what a mountain is.
And nothing else. No, like
guys, that mountain was made totally of rock. Really? I had no
Can you
idea.
see it or no?
No,
Hey,
it's
Jake,
not on our screen.
Amy says, "Hey, Jake was tired, man. He climbed a dang mountain. He did.
He really did.
He absolutely climbed a mountain. Proud of you, Jake.
Thank you.
I am very proud of you.
There you go, and
Better
then like
close
get it
those
on
tabs, Pornhub. All right, there we go.
whatever. No, that is so good, Jake.
I'm serious. I'm not sure.
Jake, that is the best picture of you like ever. Seriously.
Yeah,
there should be a shirt made of that.
I mean, like you could. You know what? I'm not convinced that you're not submitting this so that you can get paid for an endorsement for your new boots. It looks like a catalog
Columbia.
cover, doesn't it? Like LL Bean would be down in the corner.
I could see that as a cover of a National Geographic.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It could be so many things. Jake, this is like your moment. This was your picture. This was
It was.
You were literally on top of the world.
I was laughing because this couple behind me was making jokes.
Oh, they're like, get off the rock!
No, like I didn't know how to pose,
what?
and I was like pretending to like flow my hair in the wind, and then he was like, "Oh, such pretty hair," or whatever, and I was laughing. So that picture was taken.
I see.
Then,
you'll see him in the next Kohl's ad. Someone said. All right, Dick. Hey, congratulations.
That is awesome.
Awesome feat. Please don't lose that picture.
No, yeah, we need that.
Do not lose that picture. Let's take a look at sports at 7:33 on Q.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Big.
Here with you. We haven't hit that cue to call yet, so cue to call for the Flyway to Vegas for the When We Were Young Music Festival. Still going to happen this hour. Keep listening for that. Looking forward. 8 o'clock hour, your call Wednesday. 8:30, Rich DeRocher and Lil Wayne tickets in the 8 o'clock hour. Then we're getting 2 more finalists for the When We Were Young Festival in the 9 o'clock hour. One with the cue to call, and one by going over to the live video feed that is on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, and X pages. Q92 Radio on Facebook and YouTube, at Q92 on X. Please like, follow, and subscribe. In the comments section, just put the bikini emoji and make sure you like the video as well. You got to do both. Lauren will randomly pick one of you at the end of the show. Someone text in there. I've been there. It's amazing. Way better than Ocean City, Maryland. Was an OC last week. Trash. I'm not going to be trolled by you.
I was going
to say, you probably weren't in either one of those places. You're just trying to get my goat. Why is that a phrase? He's just trying to get your goat. Like, where's the origin of that?
Hold on. Let's find out.
There is always an origin to those old sayings. What do you think it was? So, I don't believe that you've been to Washington State and you just went to Ocean City. And there's no way. Listen, there's a lot of people to Ocean City, especially this time of year. It's not trash. It's a beautiful place you should take your family to.
Oh my gosh, I actually did know this, and I totally forgot it. It was from a movie that I watched a long time ago. Get your goat means to annoy or irritate someone, but it originated from horse racing in the early 19th and 20th century. So, like, to get your horse to go, because some of them sometimes were, like, a little gate shy, like when the gates would go, they would put a goat in with your horse because it was afraid of it, right? So it would get them off the start faster.
It's trying to get my goat.
Like, so the goat was annoying the horse, so it would take off out of the gate. Does that see what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. Now
so that's where the annoyance and the irritation part comes in.
Okay. There you go. Now you guys learned something new today. There you go. Really funny. Not really funny, but I did yesterday after work. I brought my mother water.
Oh God.
I also shampooed her carpet. Like a good son.
How much water did you take her? How big of a smart aleck were
Giant
you?
Eagle had a 3 for $10. So I bought 3 24 packs.
Okay. At least it wasn't like the 40 packs.
No, they didn't have those. I was looking for the Giant Eagle deal. They had a good deal. So I bought her. So what's 24 times 3? 72?
Yeah.
So adding that to her 56 bottles of water. I now feel good. I can leave town on Friday night, Saturday morning, whatever you want to call it. She will have 128 bottles of water and clean carpets. But
Wait, there's more.
The best part is I have 3 cases of water and a box of Welch's fruit snacks for Jim and a Mio for me. And that's all that's in my cart. So I'm going up and I see this lady staring at my bottles of water. I thought, this can't be weird. It's like a heat advisory. You'd think that'd be very common to see people walking out.
Right, and she doesn't know. Maybe you're like shopping for her
and
day camp.
Don't know her. Don't know who she was. But she made my day because she goes, "You got enough water?" And I was like, "Oh, I get it. Yeah." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, she goes, "Is that enough for your mom?" And I realized this was a listener.
Oh my gosh!
She was laughing. I was like, "Ah!" I was like, "That was funny." So. Whoever you were, ma'am, it was funny.
You didn't
Thanks for
listening. If they had an early riser name or anything?
Oh, come over here. Tell me about yourself.
I do.
No.
I usually have a conversation.
I was like, I was like, yeah. I was like, the last one's for spite. I was like, but it was funny. I was like, I had a listener. Someone at Giant Eagle and Alliance was obviously listed, and they recognized probably the water more than anything. And they're like, "Is that enough for your mom?"
Oh my gosh!
Like, yeah. So
that's
she got
funny.
Her bedroom carpet's clean. She's good on water. I bitch, but I always do what my mom says. Don't most children?
I know, but you still kind of respond like you still live at home with your mom sometimes when you get mad because you'll just like shut down. You'll be like, I can't answer her right now. I want to be nice, and I'll answer her later. That's like, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
I'm working. Not going to do it. I don't know. This person sent in pictures of their, looks like Washington. Wow.
See, you called him out.
Look at that little waterfall. And then the other one must be Ocean City. That's some rough water. Ocean City waves will whoop your ass. They will knock you on your ass. So, there you go. Jake, I'm glad you're back, buddy.
Thank you.
That is pretty.
I was telling Lauren that I thought it was the most talkative you ever were when she was on vacation.
Yeah, I feel like...
Thanks, Jake.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, you can thank her by doing the same thing next week.
Yeah. It's time for round 2.
That's how you can thank her for not being quiet next week from Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Monday through Thursday.
All through Thursday. Yeah, you guys are good. You only got 4 next week.
That's right.
Oh, heck yeah.
Ba-boom.
We'll be fine.
Yeah.
See, that's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time. Then you still got one left.
Yeah, at some point. I don't know.
You got to take it before the end of summer.
Probably. I've got a lot going on, so.
I know, but you can't. Well, I know you might not do the beach thing.
Yeah, we might not do the beach. I don't
But
know.
if you do, you gotta go.
Then I'm torn, and we did look at some other beaches, and we looked at Savannah.
Maybe we'll play that during Your Call Wednesday. Kick it off. Natalie Imbruglia.
Torn.
It was a big song. I thought she was cute as hell. That video, I was like, oh, I want to date this Natalie Imbruglia.
Who?
Natalie Imbruglia. That's how you say it. How old is she?
Probably about your age.
You think?
Yeah.
72?
Okay, 72.
Imbruglia age. Let's go age. What do you think?
I think it's Imbruglia.
Oh, she's older than me.
Oh, is she?
Wow,
Well,
she fitting.
oh, dang.
I didn't think that.
She's a lot older than me.
How old are you?
44.
A lot older.
At 6 years!
She's centuries older
At
than
this
me.
stage in our life, those 6 years is the
6.
difference between perimenopause and hot flashes all the time. Okay?
Oh, Jim Guy sent a picture of his J&J inflatable if you want to go verify
Ooh.
that. Jake. Text message, did Mama Bigglesworth overhear the Brit? She overheard everything. She was not happy with me at all.
He was getting texts while we were still talking about it.
She was blowing me up, yelling at me. It was like she was offended and thought I was misrepresenting.
It's the Princess Castle one.
Mama Bigglesworth did hear the Brita discussion. She does not believe in Britas. She doesn't want.
She doesn't think they filter enough.
Now maybe that was when she was mad.
Yeah, and she wanted to tell you to shove the Brita.
She probably wanted the Brita somewhere else, not in her fridge. But she mentioned like that my dad and her tried something. Hold on, I can look up the text on here. I'll just have to sift through the yelling. Let me see here. I don't want nothing. She was mad at the time. Dad and I had a water purifier on the kitchen faucet. We didn't like it. Save your money, please. That's not the same as a Brita.
No.
A Brita is not that at all. I don't think she understands what a Brita is. And that's okay.
Well, Britas did have the ones you could put on your faucet, but they have the pitchers now.
Yeah, there was a Giant Eagle had a huge one. It was like $30. I mean, it was huge.
Yeah.
Huge. And I have used Britas, I told you, and I think they do absolutely purify your water and make your water taste good.
Well, I mean, they can't make those claims without having some testing to back
You would be
up.
sued at this point.
Yeah.
You would be sued. It's 7:44. Q to calls coming up real soon. It's Nelly Hottenhurst, Q92. That is your cue to call. Fly away to Vegas to see the When We Were Young Music Festival. Hotel, airfare, tickets. It's all taken care of. You could win it tomorrow morning, but you got to become a finalist. And here's an opportunity. Just be caller 10 right now. 330-450-9292. Caller 10. Good luck.
Simple Plan, Avril Lavigne, Panic at the Disco, and Blink. Just tell everybody your favorite station, making you a finalist.
Q92.
Awesome. Justin, what's your...
All right, congratulations. Justin, you are now in the running. You might get the phone call from us tomorrow at 8 a.m. Oh, my God. I already see requests coming in for Your Call Wednesday. Love that. Love the enthusiasm I'm seeing for the next hour. It's going to be a fun hour. Not only are we doing your requests on the Your Call Wednesday, not only are we talking to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame at 8:30, but we got tickets to give away to see Lil Wayne with Tyga at Blossom Music Center Thursday, August 14th. So a fun 8 o'clock hour coming up. Let's get some good fun requests for Your Call Wednesday. Send them in here. We'll get as many in as we can. And if you're sitting there going, darn it, I'm not a finalist for the Fly Away to Vegas for the When We Were Young Music Festival, we've still got 2 more chances. They're both in the 9 o'clock hour. Cue to call. And anyone that goes over to the live video feed that is up right now on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, and X pages. Q92 Radio on Facebook and YouTube, at Q92 on X. Please like, follow, and subscribe. Go over there, click the like button. In the comment section, put the bikini emoji. If you do that, you're eligible, and Lauren's going to randomly select you, one of you, as a finalist. It is 7:57 right now. It's Blink 182. It's The Rock Show on Q. By the way, did you see they're mulling offering $5,000 for you to get pregnant?
They're mulling it.
Yeah, that's literally that's what I just said.
Yeah, because the
Look, they're not mulling it, they're mulling
birth
it.
rate is down.
Yeah. Would you have, I mean, obviously we're not 20s and 30s anymore. Would 5K interest you to make a baby? I'm like, I don't think you've ever had a baby if you think 5K is going to last you.
Right. Exactly.
That won't get you through diapers.
That won't even get you a half of a quarter's tuition in college.
Up until 2 years ago, I wouldn't have known what I was talking about. But I can tell you right now, that 5K will be gone 2 months in.
The only thing I'll say about that is, like, I think the 5K would be good for new parents, like, if it's their first baby. Because there's a lot of expenses, like the startup cost, if you will.
For the mulling, is it a one-time, like, first baby, or is it like...
You brought this topic
as
up.
many babies... Well, just because you brought up the birthday, and it reminded me, I saw that yesterday, that they're mulling that... God, I got to quit saying mulling. They're thinking about that maybe a $5,000 if you get pregnant because of the birth. Like you said, the birth rate's low.
Yeah.
They're discussing it. It's not happening right now. There's a lot of red tape. I was like, is that per baby? Like, are people going to be like, let's go? I just want to stress again. Lauren, a mother of 2. I've got a son. 5,000.
It's not a lot.
It sounds good. It sounds good.
I mean, anytime the government wants to hand me a check,
like, right?
Okay, but I don't think I would be like, Tony, one more, we get $5,000. I don't think
especially
that would happen.
In 2025,
right?
Not quite what it was. If they said that in like 1980 or 1990, people would be like, well, hell.
Right.
Now I'm like, yeah, what can we get with that? Not much. Diapers?
Mm-hmm.
Diapers? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Would that encourage any of you to have a child? Any of you? Like, if anyone was on the fence, would that be the tipping point? Now, if we were having one anyway, I'd be like, oh, cool, I'll get... But they're trying to maybe encourage some people that maybe...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are trying right now. I know friends are trying right now, actively trying.
You know, I can still have babies. Obviously, I'm not that old. We've actually talked about it before and laughed. Do you know how mad my kids would be? I think if I got pregnant again,
they'd be mad.
I think they would. I think they would genuinely be a little mad.
That's interesting. They'd be mad.
Well, I think they would be like, "We have it so good. Everybody can do their own thing and we take care of ourselves. Like, why would you start this over again?
It's a process.
And then I think they would be like, oh no, we're going to have to babysit. You just.
It's a process. Yeah. Birth rate in 2023 was the lowest since 1979.
Wow.
According to where I'm at, newsnationnow.com. That's a new website I never heard of. Just under 3.6 million babies were born in 2023, and they are considering a National Medal of Motherhood, they're calling it. So.
Wow. I think I should get a National Medal of Motherhood.
It's a baby bonus. It's a baby bonus.
That's like a gold star for having a kid.
Another interesting thing, women in 30s and 40s are having more babies, the report said.
Yeah, I don't know that this body could do it. It was hard on me the first 3 times.
We've said that before without looking at stats. People aren't having babies in their early 20s anymore. I mean, of course, it's still happening. I'm not saying it's gone, but that's not really.
Yeah, but like, look at it. My sister-in-law has 5 boys. She had her first boy when she was like 19.
Yeah.
And her youngest now is like, he's 13, 14.
Baby bonus. Does it interest you at all? Oh, wait, did you see they're mulling offering $5,000 for you to get pregnant?
They're mulling it.
Yeah, that's literally that's what I just said.
Yeah, because the
Look, they're not mulling it, they're mulling it.
The birth rate is down.
Yeah. Would you have, I mean, obviously we're not 20s and 30s anymore. Would 5K interest you to make a baby? I'm like, I don't think you've ever had a baby if you think 5K is going to last you.
Right. Exactly.
That won't get you through diapers.
That won't even get you a half of a quarter's tuition in college.
Up until 2 years ago, I wouldn't have known what I was talking about. But I can tell you right now, that 5K will be gone 2 months in.
The only thing I'll say about that is, like, I think the 5K would be good for new parents, like, if it's their first baby. There's a lot of expenses, like the startup cost, if you will.
For the mulling, is it a one-time, like, first baby, or is it like
you brought this topic
as
up.
many babies? Well, just because you brought up the birthday, and it reminded me. I saw that yesterday. That they're mulling that. God, I gotta quit saying mulling. They're thinking about that maybe a $5,000 if you get pregnant because of the birth. Like you said, the birth rate's low.
Yeah,
they're discussing it. It's not happening right now. There's a lot of red tape. I was like, is that per baby? Like, are people going to be like, let's go? I just want to stress again. Lauren, a mother of 2. I've got a son. 5,000.
It's not a lot.
It sounds good. It sounds good.
I mean, anytime the government wants to hand me a check,
like, right?
Okay, but I don't think I would be like, Tony, one more, we get $5,000. I don't think that would happen.
Especially in 2025, right? Not quite what it was. If they said that in like 1980 or 1990, people would be like, well, hell.
Right.
Now I'm like, yeah, what can we get with that? Not much. Diapers?
Mm-hmm.
Diapers? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Would that encourage any of you to have a child? Any of you? Like, if anyone was on the fence, would that be the tipping point? Now, if we were having one anyway, I'd be like, oh, cool, I'll get... But they're trying to maybe encourage some people that maybe, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people are trying right now. I know friends are trying right now, actively trying.
You know, I can still have babies. Obviously, I'm not that old. We've actually talked about it before and laughed. Do you know how mad my kids would be? I think if I got pregnant again,
they'd be mad.
I think they would. I think they would genuinely be a little mad.
That's interesting. They'd be mad.
Well, I think they would be like, we have it so good. Everybody can do their own thing and we take care of ourselves. Like, why would you start this over again?
It's a process.
And then I think they would be like, oh no, we're going to have to babysit. It's
a process. Yeah. Birth rate in 2023 was the lowest since 1979.
Wow.
According to where I'm at, newsnationnow.com. That's a new website I never heard of. Just under 3.6 million babies were born in 2023. And they are considering a National Medal of Motherhood, they're calling it. So.
Well, I think I should get a National Medal of Motherhood.
It's a baby bonus. It's a baby bonus.
That's like a gold star for having a kid.
Another interesting thing, women in 30s and 40s. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on a Wednesday morning. 330-450-9292 is our phone number. Our text line is 330-269-9292. Thank you for starting your day with us, whether you're listening to us on your radio, whether you're listening from our website, Q92radio.com, or maybe you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Q92 Radio on Facebook and YouTube, at Q92 on X. Follow, like, subscribe, please. Good morning. Glad to be with you guys. Busy 8 o'clock hour. A lot of cool stuff going on here for you. Prizes, guests, requests. It's all here for you. We're about to start a Your Call Wednesday. 330-450-9292 is the phone number. The text line, 330-269-9292. If you would like to send in a request you want to hear this hour, we turn the station over to you for 60 minutes. Also at 8:30, Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame joins us like he always does. And later on in this hour, tickets to see Lil Wayne and Tyga at Blossom Music Center Thursday, August 14th. We have all that coming up for you here this morning. Very much glad you guys are with us. Looking forward to it. And I already see some requests coming in the text line. This is an all-time classic banger. Someone texted in, I'd like to hear The Darkness. I believe in a thing called love. That is an all-time banger. You talk about, and I'm not saying I'll say it. They have no other hits that we know of. I mean, they're from England. They're not from over here.
Correct. Yeah, they're probably bigger over there.
They're probably bigger over there, obviously.
But I do like this song.
But this song, and if you've never watched the music video of this song, have you ever seen it?
I don't think I have.
They are fighting aliens with their music, and lasers are coming out of their drums, guitars, and all that. And there's aliens trying to eat them while they're singing the song.
Sounds cool.
He's dressed very much like a Freddie Mercury Queen.
Yeah.
It is a phenomenal. As epic as the song is, the video matches it. I'm just throwing that out there.
So it's kind of like Aha and Take On Me.
Talk
as
about
epic as the song is.
Talk about animation at its finest.
I mean, then we were
80s,
all like mind blown.
In the 80s, we thought we landed in the future. We couldn't even figure out how they did it.
No.
Now you can do that just on your cell phone as a filter.
That's
and
true.
I have. It's The Darkness. I believe in a thing called love. Kick it off. A Your Call Wednesday, 8:08 on Q92. Your childhood trauma. And I mentioned mine was never getting the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier. Christmas after Christmas, Santa and then my parents letting me down. Still to this day, I hold grudges against both. Lawrence was an incident with slippers.
Yeah, I got slippers. And my sister, who was 7 years older than me, got a huge stuffed Dumbo from the Disney store.
That you wanted. Or you would have liked to have. Just you didn't want slippers.
No, I didn't want. I don't.
You couldn't
Allegedly,
believe.
I asked for slippers. But I don't remember asking for slippers. And not only that, when you know that you're getting the older child a much larger stuffed animal from the Disney store, maybe you forego the slippers until Christmas.
Yeah.
Someone
texted him, childhood trauma for me was when I was about 4 years old. I was outside of the laundromat while my mother was inside doing the laundry. And while I was sitting outside, a snake went across my foot and crawled up my leg.
Oh, no.
I was screaming a blood-curdling scream. I'm 26 now, and I remember that as if it happened 1 hour ago.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
That's childhood trauma.
Yeah, that would be distinct.
That's childhood trauma. I also remember riding my bike once and falling off it and skidding across the ground on my arm, and I didn't think that much of it. And when I got up, I looked, my arm and skin was gone. I was bleeding from here down to here. And walking up, and I could see blood just dripping on the road as I'm walking up the hill back to my dad.
Yeah.
My dad being mad that I was crying at first because he was working in his shed.
That's gotta be a dad thing.
He was working in his shed. And he came out. He goes, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And I showed him my arm, and he went, "Come here." He realized, all right.
He had something to cry about.
Okay,
come here. Right?
Yeah, come here. So childhood trauma. That was also one of my childhood trauma. Jake, please don't say you've never had childhood trauma.
No, getting lost at COSI probably would have been.
Yeah, that would have been up there.
You did get lost at COSI.
Yeah.
Like legit lost.
Yeah.
That would be a very scary feeling. Like you think about that truly. Like even though he wasn't really, but he was. Like that coming to a realization as a child, you might be lost from your family.
I saw it on my son's face. He thought he was lost. I could see him, but he couldn't see me. And the way his face crumbled, like he was about to lose his mind, like his whole world had shattered. It just broke my heart. I mean, he was probably like 6 or 7, and he actually was like way at the other end of the store at American Eagle. Like he was in the back part of it. I was towards the front.
Yeah.
And he must have not have been paying attention and didn't follow us as we moved to the front of the store. And I could just see him like looking around and realizing he did not recognize a soul around him. And just the way his face changed, I was like devastated. So I cannot even imagine, Jake. I mean, you had people who actually took you to the service desk and paged your parents.
Right.
Like you were lost.
Yeah.
Like they kind of left you though, didn't they? Or what?
Yeah. Well, my mom said, and I quote, "Everybody follow me or you're going to get left here." And I didn't hear that. And I was still playing with a toy and she wasn't lying. And I got left there.
Like they left the building?
No, they were in the building, but like
they moved
left
into
that
another room.
Yeah, they left that exhibit.
Man, that was a hard lesson to teach, man. She's like, "You're gonna learn today."
Yeah.
Like, can you remember? Can you remember that to this day?
Yeah.
Like I could go my arm. I can go right back to that. I can see that right now.
Yeah.
You can see the slippers. I can see the G.I. Joe.
I can see how mad I was. And you know what a baby I can be, and like how I hold a grudge.
I've made a joke about the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier, and I'm not putting that on any level of really thinking you're lost as a kid, or the snake. The snake is that's a
terrifying.
Story. But like I don't joke when I tell you, like every Christmas, my mom, there was this thing, kids, they're not around, maybe they are, they're called catalogs, and you would get them. And my mom would always give them to us and say, "Kids, I want you to circle things you'd like Santa to bring you.
Yep.
You're not going to get all of them, but we'd like you to circle what you'd," and it was a fun thing we kind of do every year. I kind of look forward to it.
My kids even did it, yeah.
And I circled that GD aircraft carrier every year. And I remember telling Santa, I remember telling my father, God rest his soul, and my mother, who is still here today to feel the guilt. I would tell them all, "This is all I want. You don't, no one, Santa, Jesus, mom, dad, our neighbor, no one has to get me anything else.
Yeah.
I just want this aircraft carrier, and it would be the best Christmas ever." And it never happened.
Yeah.
So do I joke and play into it? Yes. But is it a true thing in the essence of my soul? Yes.
No, and you're allowed to have that.
Would I be the happiest kid on earth in my 40s if I went home today and it was there?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I know.
I would have a smile you probably wouldn't be able to get off my face.
Oh, and rightfully so. You've wanted it your whole life, literally.
I'm telling you. I would then start buying G.I. Joe action figures again.
Well, it's something you could pass along to Jimmy too, because he's a boy and he appreciate it. My son has all kinds of stuff like G.I. Joe and Star Wars stuff from my husband when he was little.
Well, man, if I wouldn't open all those things, I mean, who's not going to open toys and play with them?
Exactly.
I had all those old Star Wars, Luke Skywalker. You know how much those are worth?
I do. I've seen them at like Toys Time Forgot. Yeah.
Like more so the Star Wars than the other.
Yes.
If you have Star Wars, like original, like Luke's or Darth Vader's.
Super expensive. Yeah.
And they're not opened. Oh, my Lord. All right, hot takes. We've all got them. We don't always share them. But we've all got hot takes. Something that we say, and like I said, people go, "What?" Or they go, "You're crazy." No one agrees with you. It's a hot take. Or it just might be something that is kind of childish, whatever, but it's yours. It's a hot take. I came to a decision on Thursday. It was a Thursday or Friday about something, and I was like, you know what? This is a hot take, and this is not a big thing. This is what I like about hot takes. They don't have to be these huge, grand statements either. Because this is a stupid statement.
Yeah.
But it's mine. And it's a hot take. I know it's a hot take. It's nothing serious. It's nothing important. But I'm going to tell you now, a hot take of mine. Air fryers are overrated.
Okay, that's fair.
I said it. 3 different times I've reheated something out of the air fryer. You know what the last thing was? You know what the final straw was?
What?
Jamie was nice enough while I was doing something to reheat me Giant Eagle chicken in the air fryer.
Okay.
Because she bought it. It was like at the end of the day they had put it out. It wasn't like you could get it hot. And I thought the air fryer ruined it. I thought it ruined the chicken.
It can ruin things like that. Yeah.
It ruined it. And other things have been reheated for me in air fryers, and I had an air fryer. So I was on the air fryer express because I'm a sheep. But as of now, I'm saying hot take. I think air fryers are overrated.
Interesting.
I don't think they do this amazing, crispy, oh my God, it's just like it was cooked for the first time. No, it's not. It's just another way to heat up food.
I kind of agree with that.
I'm hot take. Air fryers are overrated. There you go. I said it, and I feel good about it. And I'm willing to accept anyone's criticism on that. You have a hot take?
Yeah, sorry, Keller. Mine's about hockey.
Okay.
I don't think hockey players should be allowed to fist fight each other because
really?
How come you can just start pounding on each other and then get 5 minutes in a timeout box, but I go out and do that on the street and I get prison time or jail time?
Well, yeah.
Make that make sense.
Yeah.
I know it's a sport, but still.
Yeah, this is a sport. They will let you literally fist fight for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Sometimes to a minute.
Right. And then all your punishment, all you gotta go sit in a timeout for 5 minutes.
Yeah. That's pretty much all that comes of it. You could literally knock someone's teeth out.
Yeah.
You just gotta go sit in that chair.
Right.
For 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then you can come right back out.
Exactly.
Wow. So your hot take is there should be no fighting in hockey at all.
Yeah.
I like it. That's what hot takes are. My convection oven does the same job as the air fryer. LOL. I get it. That's what I'm saying. My hot take is air fryers overrated. So now it's your guys' turn. Jake and I gave you a hot take. I'm just curious. What is a hot take that you have? It doesn't have to be. It can be a big, serious one. It doesn't have to be at all. It can be as dumb as me saying air fryers are overrated, or Jake saying you shouldn't be allowed to fight in hockey. You shouldn't be allowed. Someone wants to know what's Jake's thoughts on UFC or boxing. Then?
That's what I was also thinking. That, but you sign up for that. That's the entire sport. Hockey is so much more than just fighting. But
the goal of hockey is not to fight.
Right, but the UFC and the boxing, that is the entire sport.
Yes.
So I feel like that's more okay.
That's not a bad retort.
Yeah.
That's not a bad retort at all. I get what you're saying. They're the sole purpose in boxing is to hit each other.
Right.
The sport is to hit each other. In UFC, the sport is to fight each other. Hockey, you're saying it's a sport. Put the puck in the net.
Yeah.
And fighting happens.
Right.
Okay.
Good morning.
It's time to wake up with your live and local morning show. It's Christian and Lauren on Q92.
It is 8:20 right here on today's hit music. Q92, Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. 10 minutes away from a look at sports. I'll be talking to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We've also got Lil Wayne tickets to give away. If you haven't given yourself a chance to be one of our finalists in the 9 o'clock hour from the When We Were Young Flyaway to Vegas, we're getting a stream finalist. Head on over. Click the like button on the live video feed on Facebook, YouTube, or X, and put the bikini emoji in the comments section. If you do that, you'll be entered, and maybe Lauren will pick you at the end of the show. We're also going to give a finalist spot away with the cue to call in the 9 o'clock hour. It's your final day to become a finalist for the When We Were Young Festival. Last chances with us, last chances with Nicolina, and last chances with J-Dub this afternoon. So just be aware of that. You know, Jamie did me dirty yesterday.
Oh? How?
She laughed. She was dyeing her hair yesterday.
Okay. Getting ready for vacation.
Yeah. And she was, our bathroom, we have a bathroom. What is it called when your bathroom's in your bedroom?
Oh,
ensuite. We have, whatever. We have an ensuite. It's French for bathroom. So we have that.
Okay.
So she's doing all that, and she has this black silk robe. I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. I don't know what it is about it. I'm not really a robe guy per se.
Do I want to know?
So, I'm looking. I listen. Am I watching wrestling? Sure. I'm watching NXT like every adult male in his 40s. But I'm noticing the silk robe. You a robe guy, Jake? You have no opinion
I guess.
on robe.
I don't really know. Yeah.
No. Yeah, you don't have any kind of... Does Star own a robe?
I don't think so.
Fair enough. Jamie owns a robe. It's silk and black.
We know. We've established.
So, I inquire, and maybe not the most romantically I've ever done, but I inquire about maybe us expressing our love for each other physically.
Gosh, why?
She says no immediately. She goes, no. Like, okay. I said,
take your shirt off.
She said, so, okay. You know what she does after that?
What?
Ask me again.
What did she do after that, Christian?
Right after saying no?
What?
Like a hard no. Which is fine. Hard no's happen sometimes.
Yeah.
In a relationship. I don't care if you're married yesterday, married for years. You're going to get the hard no. You know what I mean? So that wasn't the part that was like, wait a damn minute.
What'd she do?
There's no school. No one's going to school. Everyone's in. She dropped her rub. Now, was it because she was getting in the shower? Yes. But did I see that as a blatant? I was like, I was Greta Thunberg. I really was.
How dare you?
I was like, what? She was like, what? I was like, she's like, I have to get a shower for the hair dye. I was like, that's not right. That's not right.
Sorry, man.
I think that was done dirty.
It's your fault. You should have gotten out. She said no. Go away.
No, I was in the room watching TV.
Then watch the TV.
It's hard to do when your significant other has nothing on at all.
Oh, Christian.
Drop the robe. I thought, how do you say no? And then that's your next action? I have to get a shower.
Yeah, she was thinking about getting stuff done. She wasn't thinking about you.
Me too.
Oh, boy.
Jake, would that have made you sad?
Yeah, that's messed up.
See? It's messed up.
She was in the privacy of her own bathroom. You needed to bug off.
No, it was in the bedroom where she dropped it. In the bedroom. And then walked back in the bathroom.
She could have at least gone into the bathroom and shut the door.
Yeah.
Does she always do that? Does she always walk in and shut the door? Okay.
But I don't always inquire
really?
about well, yeah, I do. I at least insinuate.
That's what I thought.
Man. Text message. Girls love to do that to us, bro.
That's funny.
Christian has been getting no back rubs lately. No.
0.
Nope. No, I haven't. She was teasing you, Christian, and that's when you go to bed. No, there was no teasing. I just didn't. I thought it was rather rude to say a hard no. And 5 feet from me.
She wasn't thinking that, though.
I was like, oh, I'm.
She wasn't like, let's tell him no, and then a little bit of this.
No, she was like, I gotta get this washed. I gotta wash my hair.
Yeah, she's got to get the dye out of her hair.
I don't know.
Which color did she go with? She was blonde.
Listen, the girl loves to change her colors.
Right.
She's going, believe it or not, for vacation, a little pink. I don't mean gem, truly outrageous pink.
Right. Gem.
There's a good reference. Jake's like, who?
I know. We'll tell you off.
Yeah, it was a show. Text message: Jamie is my hero. That's not nice. Shouldn't do that to your men.
It was kind of.
It was not intentional, but it still was like, oh, that's crazy. So
are we allowed to say that word?
You could say ass.
Okay.
As long as you don't say anything like you're just saying.
No, I was gonna say she's a badass.
Yeah, no, badass. You could say yes. I'm sorry, Lauren. She absolutely knew what she was doing.
Maybe not. Maybe she was just trying to move along with the things she needed to get done.
No, she had.
And you took it personal.
She had to take the. Was it like a half hour after you're done? You wait and you shower.
Shampoo it out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she was doing. It was just funny to me, and I was like, oh, you can't say no.
Knowing her though,
that.
If you pointed it out, she probably started laughing.
She was laughing.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm getting a shower.
Right. Like, leave me alone.
I think Jake had nailed it on the head. You should. That's fine. Just go in the bathroom and drop it in the bathroom. Story of my life, folks.
It's not the story of your life, though.
Trials and tribulations.
Says the man who comes in and feels the need to let everybody know when he's had a really good night. Just because I swear you love taunting me with that term that you use. That's so gross.
I think it's very, first of all, professional for radio. I think it's very professional to say it that way.
I won't disagree with that.
I feel it's
still
not
gross.
Crass.
No.
I don't think it's typical guy
it's
being
really
a jerk.
the one word that gets me.
Physically?
Nope.
Express?
Yep.
Express is the best.
I know some people can't deal with the term moist. Moist does not bother me half as much as when you use the term
expressing our love physically. Oh man, it's Rich DeRoche. We're gonna pivot.
Sorry, Rich. He's probably in the waiting room going, "Oh God."
I wish my husband would ask to express his love physically. It's been a year.
Oh,
right.
I'm so sorry.
No! Go to him and tell him.
Take your shirt off.
According to Christian, men love being told what to do. So,
another request on Your Call Wednesday. I guess we're going to stay in the West with Will Smith and Drew Hill. Wild Wild West on Q92. I was for playing high school. I was the guy that would pull the curtain, play the music, and all that.
You
It got me thinking a little bit. What do you think, in your opinion? And knowing you might not have an opinion on this. And that's just, sometimes you're like that.
Okay. Right.
They, what do you think is the most overrated TV show of all time? Overrated. You just look, you go, it wasn't that good, people.
I'm going The Bachelor.
Really?
Yeah.
The Bachelor overrated. You never really saw the whole thing of The Bachelor.
Right. Yeah.
That's actually good for you. I didn't know if you didn't have an answer. I thought you'd just be like, I don't know. But The Bachelor, never thought that. You always thought, why are people so into The Bachelor?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the show Lost.
I don't know if I know that one.
It was a huge show. Had a big controversial ending that people never really like the endings of shows. And I tried. I couldn't get into it. I didn't get what all the hype was about. I couldn't understand why people were like, oh, they're dead. They're not. Are they dead? I don't know. Maybe they're. Where are they? And I think they were all dead. I think that was the thing at the end of it. I don't think I'm spoiling anything. That show's been off the air for 10 years, but probably more than that. But I always thought the show Lost was the most overrated. Now, in the comments section, this came from a TikTok video. A guy asked this. I got a ton of response. Shows that came up the most were Friends, The Kardashians, Seinfeld, Grey's Anatomy, and The View. I don't know if I count The View as a talk show. I don't know if I count The View. Whether you like The View or not, it's not really a TV show. I liked Friends. I watched The Kardashians for a while. I got sick of it after a while. You know what, though? I would also say Seinfeld. I'm sorry, everybody. Would be a little overrated in my eyes. there's shows I laughed at as Seinfeld, but I didn't love it like America loved it. I'm going to be honest. I'll ask you guys while we got a little bit of time. What's a show that you think was just overrated? Whoa, you guys didn't have to. I didn't have to ask you guys. Good Lord. All right, here, text line. What do we have? Seinfeld, hands down, overrated. Friends. Oh my gosh, some people. You know what? There is a group that hated Friends. I loved it, but Doctor Who or The Office, most overrated. The Office. Friends or Seinfeld. They're not that funny. Someone says on the text line. Ridiculousness. Show is not funny, and Rob Dyrdek's claps like an idiot. He does have an odd clap. He keeps his fingers wide. Do you ever? I don't know.
No, I've never noticed that. No.
Yeah, that's good observation. I have noticed that. I watched The Office once. It was good, but it's super overrated, and I would not watch it again. Friends and Grey's Anatomy, overrated. Wow. You know what's not overrated? Someone says Home Improvement. Oh? I agree, Seinfeld, it sucks. I'm not going to say it sucks, because but I did not think it was that funny. 1,000 Pound Sister is overrated. Survivor is the most overrated show. I agree with Jake. Bachelor and Bachelorette, most overrated shows ever of all time. Grey's Anatomy or The Kardashians. There was a time I enjoyed The Kardashians. Never really a time I enjoyed Grey's Anatomy. Walking Dead was great, really good, but it's just so repetitive. I get what you're saying towards the end of The Walking Dead, but I liked most of The Walking Dead. Mike and Molly, someone said, is so overrated. I just started watching Lost for the first time. I hope you didn't ruin it. No, I really don't know. Listen, you're fine. How I Met Your Mother, overrated, way too many seasons. That show has a cult following too. Someone said American Idol, the most overrated TV show. Got a lot here, but I noticed Friends has come up. The Office has come. Grey's Anatomy. Interesting. Text message, ER, the most overrated show of all time. I didn't know Mike and Molly was ever even rated. Wasn't the most popular show, but it was on for a while. It was on CBS. I remember it. Music Q92. You guys have been doing really good with your call Wednesday. I'm just going to throw that out there. Well done by you guys. Still time. We'll get a couple more in before we're done with the 8 o'clock hour. Also coming up this hour, we are giving away tickets to see Lil Wayne and Tyga. They will be coming to Blossom Music Center on Thursday, August 14th. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 10, and you will, in fact, win the tickets. We've also got 2 more chances to make you a When We Were Young Music Festival Flyaway finalist. The cue to call in the 9 o'clock hour, and we're getting a finalist on the live stream simply by going there, clicking the like button in the comments section, putting the bikini emoji. Just put the bikini emoji. I see Sharon did it recently. Carol did. Kelly did. Marty did, Jesse. So be like them. Go over, click the like button. You can go to Facebook, YouTube, or X. It does not matter which one you go to. Just go to one of them. Click the like button in the comment section. Simply put, the pink bikini. While you're over there, hooking yourself up, trying to make yourself a finalist for this awesome contest, you can check out Rich DeRozier from the Pro Football. He joins us every single Wednesday.
Well,
and sometimes he looks just like the logo.
Yeah, he's draped in the cloak of invisibility, I think, today.
Something like that.
Well, but we hear you, Rich. Fine. You're coming through loud and clear.
Oh, yeah.
Well, good. I woke up this morning feeling dangerous. and went to turn the computer on to do some things, look for my link for this morning, and this thing was stone cold. It was a doorstop. It was nothing better than a doorstop at that time. And so like, okay, I got to get to the office here early, get IT to look at this box of nothing. And because I got a show to do at 8:35.
That's right.
You do. You do. But again, like I said, you sound great.
Yeah, you do.
Well, thank you. And I want to give a shout out to Rory Arnold, Don Dedman, our IT staff on duty this morning bright and early, and they got me powered up and saved all my work, probably saved my life as I knew it. But there's still a few bugs crawling around in here, and something's hijacked my camera. So it's probably a lot of happy people out there right now who just can look at the logo instead.
No, we always like to see you, Rich, and check in, but I mean, it is what it is.
Well, Rich, listen, you won't need it for another 36 days, 11 hours, and 22 minutes because that is where the countdown is at right now. And there's some cool stuff going on this week at the Hall of Fame, but of course we got to keep talking about how we're getting closer and closer to the biggest week in Canton of the year, and how fun it is now that summer's truly arrived. I think people are really starting to think and get excited about all the events for Hall of Fame week, the game, the enshrinement, everything about it. And now we know that weather's truly here.
I walked out last night and I had a flashback to, I don't remember exactly which year it was. I think it was about 3 years ago when it was just hot during enshrinement week. I guess it was a couple years ago because I remember wanting to look smart, wanting to pay proper respects to Jim Brown. It was the year that we mourned the passing of Jim Brown, and we had a commemorative event on our campus. So the idea was to look good, wear a suit and tie, and I just remember thinking, man, is it hot. And it's kind of had that flashback last night walking out of the building, and I want it to be summer and I want it to be nice during enshrinement week, but there's got to be a happy medium there somewhere. We haven't had a happy medium enshrinement week for a couple years here.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a nice 83-degree day and then a nice 70-degree kickoff or 65-degree kickoff. You're right. It'd be really nice to have a nice comfortable Hall of Fame week and weekend.
Yeah.
But no complaint. Whatever it is, we'll roll with it. We managed last year when we had a couple of torrential downpours that interrupted the game, cut the game short, actually, and then interrupted the enshrinement. But you know what? By the time it was done, both events were carried out fine, and great staff of volunteers that make it happen. So we'll roll with it. Whatever happens, we're going to have another fun party.
Yeah, it's funny. I know we talk about the countdown every day. I ring every week. I give it to you, and we joke. But I mean, how cool is it that we're under 40 days away?
Oh, it's cool. Yeah, it's great.
Well, all right, depending on your perspective. But I mean, we're gonna see. We're gonna see NFL teams back on a field right here in Canton, Ohio, truly kicking off the next season, and we're that close to it. The draft's over. Free agency is pretty much over. It's still going on, but I mean, the mini camps have come and gone. It really is. This is truly going to be the kickoff, and it's that close.
It is, and we've talked about it before. What's exciting is what this means to people who haven't experienced it in a long time. It's easy for us here at the Hall, and sometimes as a community. Oh, it's that time of year again. I know a while back when I lived in a different house, our neighbors just hated enshrinement week. They would always take their vacation during it because they didn't like what happened. all the community thinks about is football, and we want to just get away from it all. Okay, and that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their various opinions, but sometimes that I don't think they were at all exclusive in feeling that way. There are people who don't look forward to our community being invaded, but we get the benefit of seeing it from the other side. And the people that we talk to from Detroit are so excited. And I had a call yesterday with a radio station from Detroit that wants to come here and do remote broadcasts. And they follow the Lions, obviously, but they also, have followed the career of Coach Harbaugh from the Chargers, now with the Chargers, formerly at the University of Michigan. And for them, this is Christmas for them. They get to come, they're going to get to come down here and do programming that's meaningful to their listeners. And so, for us and for the community, just, yes, we get a little jaded sometimes. Yes, we take it for granted sometimes. Yes, maybe we get frustrated because there's a traffic jam, or the hotels and the restaurants get really crowded on Thursday night, Friday night. But you know what? That really is supporting this community. And there are venues, there are businesses that make a big percentage of their annual revenue from, a week or a week and a half of business in the summer.
No, it's great for community.
Well, and I didn't think about that. You're right with Detroit media. This is like epic for them. You're right. You're talking about a former Michigan quarterback, former Michigan coach on one side. The other side, Detroit Lions, one of the most popular up and coming teams, have totally turned their franchise around and are one of the more popular teams now in the NFL. So yeah, that Detroit media has got to be chomping at the bit to come down here and broadcast, do their shows live and interview people. And again, I said before, there's going to be a huge influx of people from Detroit, because that's not a bad drive at all.
Oh, no.
Nope, not at all. Come in early. One of the things that's going to be new on campus this year is some new campus activation, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a fan fest, and bands, music, inflatables, different food, all kinds of things, so that people that want to be, kind of soak that all in, have some additional things to do. So if you're from Detroit, like you said, Christian, Lauren, you get up on Thursday, come down here, experience the campus, tour the hall, go to the game. That's a full fun day.
Absolutely. Well, and we've got to talk about awards of excellence. We cannot forget that.
No, and that's Christian, 36 days, 11 hours and whatever minutes until Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Week kickoff. I'm going to look at my watch here. We're about 9 hours away from Awards of Excellence kickoff. And this is grown into a really special program that recognizes, people who will never get a bronze bust, but were excellent at their respective careers, whether they were athletic trainers or equipment managers or film and video staff, assistant coaches, PR folks. We'll recognize the photographer of the year this year, who took a really cool picture from a Rams Patriots game. So we'll have those, again, another influx of folks to this community. It's going to draw about 400 people, about 300 and I'd say 300 of those 400 are outside of driving distance, so they're filling hotel rooms, and, they'll, have some meals to take in and maybe see some other sites while they're here. So, again, just a nice little influx. Tourism is a great business model. I know somebody whose name I won't drop said tourism is the best industry there is. People come to their community, spend their money, and then they leave. And
it's true.
It's kind of like being a grandparent.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I think my mom would say that when the kids were younger.
Yeah. They spend some time, leave a little love behind, and then they go home.
Yeah, no, it is great. Like you said, all these people coming in for the game, for enshrinement, for the excellence, all this stuff. You're right. They're staying in our hotels, or eating in our restaurants, they're shopping in our malls. It's great for the area. It absolutely is huge for the area.
And to your point too, just, enshrinement week too, that's what I always try and say, because I do know people on both sides of it, like he's talking about, that are like, what do you mean? Everything's so busy. We can't go to Belden. We can't go here. We can't go there. Like, traffic's terrible, whatever. That's fine. Enjoy it. Try and sink into it. Just because you may not be a fan of football, there's so much more going on that weekend where you can go and enjoy food and sights. You might even get a little rare celebrity sighting around town.
Celebrities come in for these, and they come in for the party. Sometimes they're entertainment at the party.
Yeah. Live music. I mean, there's so much to do. So I'm excited. I can't wait until
we're excited that you're going to be part of this, and I know we're still kind of putting together what that all can look like, but appreciate our friendship, our partnership. There's a business component to all of this with us together, but it's really deep down, it's a friendship, and I thank you for it.
I couldn't agree more. Love you guys.
I'm glad I'm not on camera because I'm getting all weepy-eyed.
That's why you had to turn he actually turned his camera off.
Too much emotional.
Yeah, he didn't want to be verklempt on camera.
And then obviously, before I let you go, why you compose yourself? I mean, obviously, again, the Concert for Legends with Mitchell Tenpenny and then Nickelback. What another way to just have a great time this week, Hall of Fame week, induction week. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, and you know what just popped into my head, and I'm glad we transitioned to the concert. It gives me an opportunity just to tell people, if you are a ticket holder, I believe we are going to push up the start time of the concert to 7:30. So we'll be, I think, ironing that out, formally announcing it. But I think there's about a 99% chance that that's going to happen. So just going to fire that out this morning for people to maybe make first note of that.
You may not see me that following Monday after enshrinement weekend.
No, it's going to be too busy.
Well, Lauren, we're doing this for you, Lauren, so that
I know. That's what I said to Katie yesterday. I was like, when I heard that was a possibility, I was like, thank you very much. Like, because I always worry. I told Christian I got home last night and I didn't get in bed until 11:15, and I feel like I was hit by a truck this morning. Now I am getting up a little earlier this week because I'm covering for Jordan while he's on vacation. But I mean, I don't know. The older we get, man.
7:30 sounds good to me.
Right? Yeah, geez.
Let's go. Rich, always a pleasure talking to you. We appreciate the updates every week, and we'll talk to you next week as always.
All right, and it'll be 29 days and 11 hours. So
yes, it will.
And hopefully then we'll see you.
There you go. Yeah, maybe by then I'll get this all fixed.
Yeah.
All right, Rich. Thank you as always, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Thanks,
Rich DeRozier, Pro Football Hall of Fame. He is the best. Joins us every week. And look at that. You guys got a scoop from old Rich DeRozier.
Of course, he always tries to give you a little insider information.
It's going to be 7:30 start.
Yeah.
When Mitchell Tenpenny, I like Mitchell. That was a sneaky good addition.
That was a really good addition.
That was a good addition.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Well, I was like, ooh.
I know. When I found out, I was like, yes, because we already have our tickets. Like, I love country, so
that's going to be a good one. You know what else? Another concert is going to be kind of fun. Lil Wayne coming to Blossom with Tyga. Would you like to go? Would you like to go for free? Would you like to call a phone number and we just tell you you've won tickets? You could do that right now. 330-450-9292. Caller 10. You're going to see Lil Wayne. Good luck, Q92.
Hi, folks. Al Armour here at Wally Armour.
Oh, I have a second. Lauren reminded me. I wanted to call my mother out today. I'm on a medication. When I first take it, we have really raised the dosage on it.
Yeah.
We actually skipped a
Kicked
step.
it into high gear.
Yeah, we really kicked it into high gear. And one of the, the only I've experienced is some stomach issues. And
gastrointestinal upset. Yes.
And doctor and I discussed that could happen.
Yeah.
That could very much happen. Never thought he was lying. And usually when I first take it, within a day or sometimes even two, I have a kind of bad day.
Yeah.
All right. Yesterday was a bad day. Probably the worst I've ever had.
Yeah.
And maybe when I write my book, you can read about it. But
you're gonna call that chapter
messy. So I did not feel good yesterday. I came to work still. Same a thing. But all throughout the morning, was not feeling good, was not at my best on the way home. Thank God, when you have a 40-minute drive, you want to talk about a wing and a prayer. Got home, got to my mother's, and I went right to her bathroom. I had to use her bathroom. Right when I got there, another little attack started. I was like, okay, thank God. And my mom. So I come in to see her, and there's little Jimmy. She's taking care of Jimmy. They're chilling on the couch, and I was like, I just go right by, and I go to the bathroom, do what I got to do. My mother knows I'm not feeling good, right? She knows this.
Yeah.
So I come out of the bathroom, and I start to, gather up the boy's stuff. He has a backpack. We put some toys in for him every day to bring over to Grandma's, so he's not just sitting around. Mm-hmm. So, putting the cars in, and my mom, no, are you okay? How do you feel? How's this medicine affecting you? The only thing, did you clog my toilet? And I was like, sure, yeah, I did. Just to be like, yes, sure, I clogged your toilet. No, I'm serious. Did you clog my toilet? I decided not to answer to be a a-hole. I just wouldn't answer. She would not drop it. Christian, did you clog my toilet? I have had issues with that toilet, so help me God if you clogged that toilet. I guess you're going to have to go check. She gets up and walked to the bathroom and checked to make sure I didn't clog her toilet. And then I heard her flush it to make sure it flushed properly after I used her bathroom. Never once. She called me later that night around like 8 or 9 o'clock and was like, you feeling okay? I don't know about this medicine now. I don't know.
Oh, she was too worried about her toilet in the moment to worry about you.
When it happened, her only concern was, did I clog her toilet? The fact that she got up from the couch, walked to her bathroom to look in her toilet.
She did a
because
test flush.
She could not take my word for it that I did not clog, as if I could lie about that.
Okay, hold on a second, though. Do you have a track history?
No, not more than anybody else.
At her house?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, then, yeah, that.
And when I heard the flush, I was like, she's truly testing the capabilities of her toilet, because even her eyes seeing the toilet looks normal
wasn't enough.
Was not enough for her to believe that her son did not.
Sometimes.
What did I clog it with? Invisible poop?
I'm just saying, sometimes. Well, she didn't know. Maybe it wasn't even that. Maybe you were. Are you one of those men that just does the whole mummified hand wrap?
No.
And
the
toilet paper.
I'm a wet wipe, or I wet the toilet paper.
Oh, that's right.
Because I want a clean butt. You're not going to clean your butt with dry ass toilet paper.
Do you go back in with dry toilet paper to dry everything
Always,
up?
yeah.
Okay.
You do one last. If you want to know my true technique, I go middle, left, right, then I go dry wipe. I want a clean butt.
I'm so glad I know this now.
Yeah. And it usually is left, right. I mean, maybe I go right, left. I'll pay it. I'll start logging it.
Please do. I want that update.
So that's my system. But and later that night, around 8 o'clock at night, she decides, "Are you feeling okay?"
Well, she thought about it, and then she was concerned.
Should you guys talk about this medicine, maybe? Like that wasn't your concern hours ago? Just your toilet, just your precious
What'd she
toilet?
say? Did you say that to her?
Not your firstborn son. No, I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm good. And then she's like, I don't know. These medicines, I don't know. And because she's a vet, a doctor, she's
a parent first and foremost, and she always will be, no matter how old you get.
The hell with Christian, is the toilet flushing okay? LOL. That was the only concern.
That was the sentiment.
I swear to you, that was all she was concerned about.
Yeah.
Hey, Kirsten, guess what? You're caller number 10. You're the winner.
I am so excited. Are you kidding me?
We are not kidding you. You're going to see Lil Wayne.
I'm going to relive my millennial glory days. I know every song on the Carter 3. I'm going to have to learn the Carter 6, but I got this.
Oh, yes, you do. Kirsten, you're headed to see Lil Wayne with special guest Tyga at Blossom Music Center on August 14th. It's amazing. You're going to have so much fun.
I am. I'm going to have a blast.
Just tell everybody your favorite station hooking you up, making you a winner.
Q92.
Love it. Kirsten, a big Lil Wayne fan?
Oh, yeah, she's going to have fun.
She's going to have a blast. Keep listening to Q92 because we might have more tickets to give away for that concert. not just with us. You might have a chance with Nicolini. You might have a chance with J-Dub in the afternoon. So always be listening to Q92 so you can win concert tickets or become a finalist, because guess what? The 9 o'clock hour is next, and the morning show's got 2 more chances to get finalists for the When We Were Young Festival Fly Away to Las Vegas. We give this awesome prize away tomorrow. You can become a finalist with us. You got 2 chances next hour. One on, obviously, with the cue to call, and then the other one on the live video feed that's up right now on Facebook, YouTube, or X. Just head there, click the like button in the comments section. All you got to do is put the bikini emoji. The bikini emoji could possibly make you a finalist. Whoa, like Rachel, Emily, Rhonda, Heather, Amber, Cassie, they all recently sent in the pink emoji. You should be like them. Go over, like pink bikini emoji. You might end up a finalist. You might end up winning this amazing prize. And again, if you are a finalist for this contest, tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, we're calling the grand prize winner. And then after that, we're announcing a brand new year included contest.
We are, and you won't. I mean, I always say that you won't want to miss it. I feel like we do a really good job at getting these fun experiences.
I think it'd be interesting if we were like, you might want to miss this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be weird?
Maybe,
we did that one time.
Yeah, we should one time. Just
we
really,
have a new one tomorrow.
Really discourage it.
We have a new one tomorrow. It's
Right. It's okay.
It's something.
I'd wait for the next one. No, I'm just kidding.
No way. Yeah, that would be hilarious. 8:56 is Lil Wayne, Wiz Khalifa, Imagine Dragons, Logic, Ty Dolla $ign, X Ambassadors. Yes, they're all on this. Sucker for Pain on Q92.
Anything?
She gave me a little teddy bear and then a tea strainer to make like tea, because I like to make like a loose leaf tea.
Oh, nice. Okay, so like the ball. Like,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. And I didn't know that about you. Now that I do, I got some thoughts. Okay.
Loose leaf tea?
Yeah.
Oh, loose leaf
what
tea
is that?
amazing. It's literally like loose leaf tea leaves, like that you put in this little like.
It's tea without the tea bags, and it's more like thicker leaves.
Yeah. If you were to cut open a tea bag, it would be what's inside that tea bag, only not as
ground
finely.
Up.
Yeah, not as finely ground up.
Okay. I didn't know you were a tea guy. I never see you with tea in the morning.
I don't drink it in the morning, but
You like a little Earl Grey, little
I don't know.
breakfast tea.
No, I prefer green tea. I had that once and wasn't a fan.
You need to try. They have a loose leaf tea. It's called Sleepy Time. It's like a light mint, whatever. You're supposed to have it right before bed. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't like tea.
At all?
No.
Like a not iced tea or sweet tea?
No, tastes terrible.
Why am I not surprised?
Tastes like someone just screwed up water. I don't know how to explain it. I don't just
So
like
dumb.
who destroyed this water? Like, you know what I mean? Why haven't we filtered? Put it in the Brita. What's wrong with it?
It sweetens. It's
No.
so sweet.
The taste there's in that, and there's always an aftertaste with tea.
No.
Always an aftertaste. It's just
Will you drink flavored tea like peach tea or raspberry tea? Oh my.
No.
I love iced tea.
If it has tea,
Sweet tea is
it's
my
not
favorite.
for me.
Me too.
I'd have been at the Boston
If
Tea
it has
Party.
what, it's not for me.
Tea.
If it has tea,
If
it's
it's
not
tea,
for
it's
me.
not for me. If I was at the Boston Tea Party, I wouldn't have been throwing it over taxation. It would have been just because I hate tea.
Oh, I see. You'd have been like, forget the money.
Yeah.
Get rid of this crap.
Tell the king to go to hell. And tell him no more of this stupid tea either. Tastes stupid. I've never been a tea fan. Can't do sweetened, can't do unsweetened. It's very gross.
Have you ever had a hot tea with honey and lemon? And
If I have a problem with my throat, I go with hot cocoa.
yeah, but that makes you phlegmy because it's chocolate.
Wives' tale. Can't prove that. There's no science.
Meanwhile, he's over there.
I still have a cough from that damn cold.
Yeah, I know. My
I still
daughter
have
still has a
drainage.
cough. My daughter's going on 3 weeks with the cough. Mine's starting to go away.
I feel like there's like a drainage coat on the back of my throat. No matter what I do, I can't cough, hack it out, but I feel it.
I read online someone's calling it the 100-day cough.
I still
The
got it.
one that's associated with
I feel fine.
Yeah.
Don't feel sick at all,
you
but
just still cough.
I'm still hacking, and I still feel like I got like a layer of like just drainage
Yummy.
in my throat.
Yeah, delicious.
Just coated
Ew.
with snot gravy. Oh,
Oh, Christian.
7 Hey, I saw a Chicago microbiologist.
Talented.
I was for a play in high school. I was the guy that would pull the curtain, play the music, and all that.
You
backstage.
You were a stagehand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and my friend, we called him Starman, Jason Stratus. We were backstage. We had a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken, and we were just back there chilling, doing all the stuff, following the script.
You were allowed to eat on the stage?
Yeah, they let us.
Oh.
He was a different cat, and you weren't really going to tell him what to do, even in high school.
Like even the teachers knew that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And I don't mean in a bully way. Some people are built different.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For instance, he served in the military, was in Iraq, got shot, and was just so pissed he got shot. He was so mad. Like, I don't know.
I think most would be upset about it.
He told me the story. It was one of the funniest things. I've never heard anyone tell a story like that. I was like, well, what?
I don't think anybody's going to get shot and just be like, oh, goody.
I was like, were you scared? I was like, no, I was pissed. I was like, and that's why he was allowed to bring Kentucky Fried Chicken to the play. Full circle.
Got it.
And he really wasn't in no way a bully. He was just that dude. He was that farm kid that
he's going to do what he wants. Yeah.
Strong as hell. Just, yeah. He was a teddy bear until it was time not to be.
Right.
I remember mouthing off to him one time and thinking, well, I'm going to die. I remember doing that.
And you didn't.
During a football game.
Yeah.
I could have. Oh. I can tell you right now. And my toughest.
Those are the ones that you want to be friends with.
Yeah. You ever, I don't know, you guys probably, and I'm not judging you because I'm a sissy, but you ever puff up and realize immediately, like, I should not have done this?
Yeah, when I was younger to my dad.
I mean, like in a fight, it could have been a fight situation.
Yeah, when I got my butt kicked.
Like, I remember, like,
remember the fight I told you about?
Yeah, you were in a fight.
I did. My mouth went, and my body went.
But I mean, in that moment, was there any moment where you were like, this might have been a very bad idea?
Yeah.
I remember getting into it with him over something during a football game, and I yelled at him, and we had like a eye-to-eye stare down, where I was like, I was pissed, but I was like, this is gonna end terribly for me. Even mad.
Did you say it out loud?
No,
I would.
No, because I was committed. My chips were on the table, but I remember we were staring at each other, and he was looking at me like, "Am I gonna have to kick your ass?" And I was looking at him like, "Yes."
Gotcha. Yeah.
And I know I might have looked tough, but I'm telling you, I knew like this was a terrible life decision I just made.
Yeah.
Luckily, cooler heads prevailed, but I remember I was like, I'm gonna get it. No one ever had a moment like that, Jake. I imagine no.
Not really, no.
Yeah, I don't see you getting any. Not that I was any rumbles.
No, I talked back, and then all of a sudden I'm like,
but you were mad, right?
I was mad.
You were ready to go.
Well, I kept trying to defend my stance. I'm like, I don't understand. I mean, maybe she was onto something because we did end up dating later, but in that moment, we weren't dating. Like, she was upset because it was Thanksgiving weekend. They were home from college. We were going to go see a movie. Her boyfriend, well, not boyfriend, love interest, whatever, had no car up here, was down at school.
Mm-hmm.
And so he needed picked up so we could all go to a movie together. And she wasn't done with her family yet. And he was like, I need to get out of my house. Come get me. Let's wait on her. It was completely innocent at that point.
Yeah, but she did not see it that way.
No. Then I was getting pushed over the hedges and, my
you
hair torn out.
First, didn't you?
I sure did. I mouthed off. And then the next thing I know, I see Sky and, I'm laying in the grass in the front yard.
Yeah. I was
trying to defend my stance. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong here. And she's like,
proud of you for listening.
Heck, you aren't.
proud of you for trying to stand your ground. Doesn't always work the way we think, but I'm proud of you for doing it. Save right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. It's 10 minutes after 9.
You should do that one time when you bring us back from break.
The singing? I do it all the time.
Yeah, not quite like you just did it now. Now,
you
want to call that singing?
That was angelic. What I did there was pretty emotional. I don't know if I have wherewithal to do that constantly. It was emotional. And I think you could feel it in the not
in the way you were singing it, Christian.
That was pretty good. You know what else is pretty good? You going to Vegas to see the When We Were Young Music Festival, and tomorrow we call the winner. So that must mean today is your last chance to become a finalist. You'll have chances with Nicolina after us. You'll have chances with J-Dub this afternoon. But you still have 2 opportunities to become a finalist this hour. We are going to hit that cue to call at some point. When you hear that, be caller number 10. But why not give yourself another opportunity? Head on over to our live video stream and like it. And in the comments section, simply put the pink bikini emoji. I see. Pam just did it. Rachel, Amber, Molly, Arlena. I mean, let's go. Join them. Put it in there. Like and the pink bikini emoji. Put it in there. And maybe, just maybe, Lauren will call your name at the end of the show. She does it randomly every time. Make you a finalist, and maybe you'll get that phone call. We make it tomorrow morning at 8, like I said, and then we kick off a brand new You're Included contest as well. Don't wait. Head on over. Do it now. It's 11 after 9. It's Lady Gaga, Abracadabra on Q92.
Mom, it's the end of school. We started dissection this week. I can't do it. He's like, it took everything in me. My eyes started watering, not to gag. My son has the most sensitive gag reflex.
I remember doing the dissection. What did we do? A frog or a cat?
They did pig fetuses.
I didn't do a fetus. I did an actual animal.
What do you think a fetus is? It's an actual animal. It's just.
I know, but we had like the real full grown.
You guys went and swiped animals from a farm?
I don't know where we got them. But we did. I think was it a cat? I think it was a cat. I'm trying to think. I didn't dissect. It was nothing small that I dissected. Might have been a frog and a cat.
Did you just say a cat?
A frog and maybe I'm making that up.
Yeah, that's crazy. There's no way you did a cat.
Okay,
I was going to say.
Maybe it wasn't a cat.
I haven't heard of this population.
Hold on. I'll text someone I went to school with. They'll know.
We just did frogs.
I did
a frog. Me too.
I might be making up totally the cat. Why do I have a cat?
Christian did a cat, Jake.
Wow.
Yeah, right? And then I went to school and dissected a frog. Let me see here. Brian, my friend Brian will know.
The principal was ripping down lost cat posters all over town.
Hold on, I'm texting my friend Hud right now.
You did not do a cat.
You're probably right. Now that I think, no, I got it. Before I was even done texting, it was a cat. We dissected a cat. I'm not crazy. Thanks, Hud.
That's
I've
disgusting.
never heard of that.
That is actually sick.
What? Yeah.
Text message, we dissected a cat in school.
You shouldn't be allowed to dissect a family pet.
Name your school. I don't think we took it from a home.
Where do you think it came from?
I don't know. The streets?
It's a cat.
Yeah, but those frogs and those pigs are bred for that purpose.
Right.
No one breeds a frog.
It's more humane.
Dissected.
I feel like it's more humane and acceptable than opening up a cat.
A kitty.
Yeah.
We weren't killing them to dissect them.
Did you take its collar off before you did it?
No, but I shoved the crying girl away. I was like, get out of here. I got to get an A. I was like, let's go.
Oh, my God.
We dissected a cat in school. Happy about that. There we go. We did a cat at Youngstown City Schools.
This is a thing.
Okay. Good morning, Q92 from Crypto Dad and Bit Daughter checking in. A month ago, Bitcoin was less than 90K. Now it's over 107K. Did you buy that dip for a nice profit? No. I still don't understand Bitcoin. I don't even know if it's real.
I know. We need your help.
We dissected full-grown cats at Carrollton High School. Aha!
What is wrong with
you guys? Were
what
weird.
is wrong with these teachers that they're getting cats?
I love it. You guys were weird, not me.
No.
Dissecting frogs.
You cat dissectors
are the
ones.
Terrible. Anatomy at the Trumbull Career Center. I don't know what that means. Oh, you dissected a cat there. That's where Trumbull County Career Center. Cats. Question of the morning out of nowhere. It's gross. What animals did you dissect in school? And gifts. All right, Lauren, you said you had a little story you want to talk about?
I just wanted to see here if I'm wrong or if Tony's wrong. I
You're
don't
wrong.
know. Listen, I did something really stupid on Tuesday, and I opened the front door when someone came to our door at 2:00 in the afternoon. There were two very nice gentlemen at our door.
Oh, you're already wrong. You can stop right there.
There were two very nice gentlemen at our door that wanted to talk to me about solar power.
You are insane.
Okay, listen.
People are literally murdered over that. Literally murdered.
Listen.
Were you by yourself?
No, never. Tony works 100% from home. He was home.
Yeah, working, unaware of anything going on at the house.
I lied and said he wasn't home just because I knew he was on a call. There was no way he was going to come to the door in that minute.
If anything, you would want them to know a man is there.
That's fine. I can handle myself.
I'm sure you can.
Okay, good.
A middle finger only does so much in a fight, Lauren.
I have more than that.
Two guys, you're going to overpower two guys?
Not only that, I'm pretty sure the kids were home, too.
Oh, so the whole family was in danger. There we go.
We're all going out together.
Even your children were put in danger. Dude, I don't answer the phone for the door or anything.
Okay, listen.
I don't care who you are.
So it gets funnier because I stood and I talked to them for a little while, and they could be listening because they might know that I work here. Anyhow,
you told them where you are absolutely a dead man walking.
No, listen, they were so nice.
I gave them my social. They seemed so kind.
No. What they wanted to do was they have this energy buyback program, I guess, through AEP or whatever, where you can put solar power on, solar panels on your roof. And if you get a lot of sun where you live, it helps reduce your rate because you're kind of making some of your own energy.
Oh, my God. Do you talk to Saudi princes on email, too?
No. So anyhow, I had this nice long chat with them, and they're like, when will your husband be home? I had no idea what his work call schedule was like. I was like, listen, it won't be till after 5. Don't come back and bother us right now. Really didn't. He goes, well, we're only in the area. I think he said till Thursday or something like that. But anyhow. So that night, I'm making dinner, and my daughter's at work and everything, and there was a knock at the door, and it was 10 minutes before dinner was going to be ready. So I was just like, shh, shh. My son comes out, and he's like, why is the dog? And I'm like, shh, shh, just let him go nuts. Let the dog go nuts. And so we were really quiet for a little while, and then finally my son comes back out, and he's like, why are we? And I'm like, listen, I talked to some people today. And my husband comes upstairs, he's like, listen, why are we all quiet? So I told him the whole story. He's like, you're an idiot. He's like, just don't answer the door. It's our right to not open the door.
Q92, 924. Let's go, everybody. Boy, I saw the pictures and the stories up on our website. Boy, if you went to Tight End University, boy, did you get a surprise, huh? Taylor Swift performing at the after party?
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy.
Wait, is this the one that New Heights came out and said they started a few years ago? this was even before Travis started
University?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's not just him. It's Travis, it's Kittles.
2 other guys. Yeah.
And I want to say he's now a TV guy. I want to say Greg Olson, former Bear, who is now he does Fox, games for Fox.
Yeah, his son also has a congenital heart defect, and they have the
Greg
First
Olson?
and 10 Foundation. Yep.
Yeah, so I believe
Nice guy.
the 3 of them, and they have, I think they have high school, college, even rookies in the NFL before their season. I could be wrong about that if it encompasses all 3 of those.
He finished his career, I think, in Carolina, didn't he?
Yep. We traded him to the Panthers. I was pissed when we did.
Gotcha.
But yes, we drafted him. He was a Chicago Bear for a few years back in the Jay Cutler days.
Jay Cutler.
They were good friends.
They were, but you know what Jay Cutler always reminded me of was some guy that rolled up from the basement after being down there all day playing video games and smoking.
Well, he wouldn't play. I can see
face.
that he's not the video game guy. But I have so much respect for anyone who. So many people say it, and it's BS.
Okay.
But Jay Cutler is one of the very few human beings that truly lives his life and does not care what you think.
I have to believe after being married to Kristen Cavallari.
But
that's true.
When he played in the NFL, there were so many stories. And I just saw a podcast with Brian Urlacher. I'm not trying to talk sports here at all. I'm just saying, and they just said, Jay was misunderstood. He's like, Jay just didn't care. Jay didn't care what you thought about him. Jay didn't care if you liked him. Jay didn't. He's like, not even me. He just didn't care. Yeah. There's stories, some hilarious stories about him telling people, "It's fine. I don't care."
Yeah.
He used to tell the Chicago media when they would ask about interception and stuff like that. And he's like, no, it's fine. You guys can say what you want. And like, he wasn't like being like
a jerk. He was just like, say what it is. You're going to do what you're going to do.
Yeah. You guys say whatever you want. It's fine. And he just doesn't care. And like, so many people pretend that's their personality. So many people boast that's their person. It's not true. Those are the people normally that are more sensitive than other people.
Yeah.
Because it's all a facade. But he is one of those true people that I believe lives his life and just doesn't care. Kristen sometimes says some things about him. You don't hear him snapping back.
No, she needs to stop talking though.
She's making a living doing that tour right now, isn't she?
She is, but she's also painting a very how do I
are you gonna say that she's
what?
A loosey goosey? Is that what you're trying to say?
She's painting the picture all by herself. In my opinion.
Telling the stories. She's telling the stories of
which
her
is
life.
like way too much to tell just to the general public, Christian.
Listen, she likes to date. She likes to sometimes date younger men.
Not sometimes. It seems that's more the...
People ask her about hookups at her Q&As, and she answers the questions.
Which is what I'm saying.
She's not coming out and just being like, hey, everyone, look who I slept with. They're asking, have you ever slept with a crew person when you were on this show? And she's like, yeah.
Is that other person okay with her talking about it?
I don't know. Listen, she's always been, I mean, when she was on the Hills, if we're going to go back there, she was the villain.
I know. I never really cared for her.
Can I just embarrassingly say that I did kind of enjoy the Hills?
Oh, I was okay with it.
Okay.
Too. Yeah, that's fine. I used to watch it when it was on.
As a male back in the day, I'm not going to lie, I might have checked out more than one episode of the Hills. And I might have thought...
Have you seen them all, Christian?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
There was some good drama on that show, man.
There always was, yes.
Remember at the end when they revealed that it was all fake? Remember that?
Yes, I do.
The last episode.
I mean, that was our
scene.
first taste, though, of Spencer and Heidi.
Yep, Spencer and Heidi.
Yeah.
LC.
Yeah, I like her.
I had a huge crush. I thought she was the prettiest girl.
I liked her.
I did think
Lo Bosworth was on the show.
I did think Kristen was hot too in the show, but like
she was a pretty girl. That's not what I'm saying.
Lauren was like the pretty girl you wanted to date.
She was the girl next door. That's your type.
That's my type.
Yeah.
And Cavallari was the hot girl you wanted to not date.
Yeah.
Difference. You know?
Brody Jenner was on there.
So many stars.
It was a good show. I mean, I liked
Great
it.
show.
I'm okay. I don't want to say it was a good show. It wasn't like
spin-offs were kind of
but it was, I mean, it sucked in.
For what it was.
To me, for our generation, that was like the first like that and like Road Rules and
Real World.
Oh my, yeah. I was just gonna say those were our first taste of like reality TV.
Dude, we had it all. We had the Osbournes. We had the Newlyweds.
I loved the Osbournes. I used to watch it all the time.
The Newlyweds. Nick Lachey.
I loved that show too. I thought they were really cute together, but I also thought she was dumber than a box of rocks back then. But she was sweet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh. But I don't think she's that way anymore. I almost think that was an act back then.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
The producers probably told her, play that up.
Yeah.
Play that up. That's going to work. And it did. My all-time favorite on TV was Robin Big.
Oh, I know.
That was
talked about
my
that.
all-time favorite. There are so many. No real streaming site has them. You might find them on like these weird ones that are kind of new.
I think some people have texted like where you can find it.
Yeah,
still.
you can buy them, but I'm not doing that. God, those were great shows. Jake, have you heard of any of those shows we just mentioned?
No.
None of them ring a bell at all?
I loved
Not
My
really.
So-Called Life. That was more of like a sitcom though.
Jared Leto, 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yes.
Before
Claire
30
Danes,
Seconds to Mars.
before she really took off and made it big, like acting, because she had a lot of pretty good roles actually after that.
She was in Homeland.
Yeah.
You need to watch Homeland.
Romeo and Juliet, wasn't she in that?
Yeah, she was in the remake.
Yeah.
That movie was weird to me.
Yeah.
Just threw me. I was just watching it going, you knew the story. I'm just
Romeo and Juliet's story in of itself is a little messed up, and let's be honest.
A little bit. They tried to modernize it.
Yeah.
It's just a little weird to me. I don't know. Coming up, when we were young festival finalists, we're getting two of them. One with the cue to call. It's coming up soon. One on the live video stream. Head over there, click the like button, put the bikini emoji in the comments section. We might pick you. Right now it's Somber, Undressed on Q. Ask people right now out of nowhere from our prep site. How often should a woman dress sexy for her man?
How long have they been married?
Literally, that's all the question is. There's no like
20 plus years once a year.
there's no like they didn't do a survey. There's no like data. Just how often. Are you talking about like I'm talking to somebody. I'm like, do you mean like to go out or you mean like
in the bedroom?
Home?
Right.
Listen, I am a typical perverted man. But I don't feel that should be a daily.
It doesn't stay on for but a minute.
I feel like that's an occasional.
Yeah.
You know
now
what I mean?
I get getting all dolled up and going out on a date.
But don't get me wrong.
That's good.
When you come home and your woman is like that and you had no clue it was coming, it's a very fun thing to
Because see, Tony usually sees me when my makeup's mostly rubbed off when I didn't put that much on all to begin with because it was really early in the morning. Like,
Have you ever, for him, like he got home, like been ready to and dressed up in an outfit? Not like I'm not saying like you were Scooby Doo, but you know what I mean. Like
let's go to dinner.
No, like
not since we've had
you
children.
Surprised him
because that would be weird. They'd be like, "Mommy, what's going on?"
Of course, I meant like maybe the kids were out. It was just you and him.
My kids are never out. No, I'm just kidding. They're always with us.
All right.
No, I mean, maybe like before children.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the newlywed phase.
Like, he had no idea. He came home
first
from work.
couple, we were, it was just us for the first like 2.5 years.
Yeah, there you go. Jake, you ever gone to Stars and all out of nowhere?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Maybe once when we were on vacation.
I feel like once the kids are old enough and they're around, you're like, you can't do that because like in your situation, her mom was there. Like, what if her mom came in instead of you? That'd be awkward. I feel like that's the dirty texting.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That can be fun.
Tony and I used to work at the same place, and we would be in some of the same meetings, and I would send really like, I would send text messages just to watch his face.
That's funny. I'm naked under my clothes. Send. Man. And then, should a woman ask her man before she changes the color of her hair?
So, no.
I get asked that by Jamie.
I did change my hair color about a week before our wedding, and Tony was furious. He was like, "You don't even look like you." To be fair, he wasn't wrong. I went to like pretty dark brown.
Before your wedding?
Yeah. And I was like this or lighter before.
No, like, hey, I'm thinking about.
Nope.
Just boom.
He was like, "What did you do?"
You've ruined everything.
I think like when you're in like, I think women have a tendency to mess with those kinds of things, like when they're going through something. And I think I was going through like the whole, my God, I'm getting married. I'm moving out. My dad had died a year before and he wasn't going to be there for the wedding. So it was just going to be an all around, like it had been an emotional year.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to change. Dye my hair. Because every woman has a tendency to do that. And then he was like, "What? I love you. It looks okay." But he was like, "That's not you. Anybody that knows you knows that's not you." And I'm like, I know.
Yep.
So yeah, regrets.
So you do think you should ask your guy before? Or?
I do think you should at least give him a heads up because I remember how shocked he was when.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if I came home and Jamie all of a sudden had like white hair or like truly blonde hair, I'd be like, "What in the blue hell?"
Exactly.
Now to win tickets to the When We Were Young tour in Las Vegas with Q92.
Well, last day to become a finalist, and here's one of your last chances. Not quite the last chance, but with the morning show, you want to be call number 10 right now. 330-450-9292. Let's go. Be call number 10, and you'll be in the running for a chance to possibly win a trip to Vegas. Hotel, airfare, all included to go check out the When We Were Young Music Festival. It's going to be an unreal experience. Someone's going to win it tomorrow. Become a finalist right now. It's Avril Lavigne and Complicated on Q. It was funny. The not thought. I was making fun of her yesterday because her boyfriend wanted to hang out with her yesterday.
Oh, I thought you meant with you. I was like,
no one wants to hang out with me.
really?
And she calls me. She's like, hey, I know mom's working. She can't talk, blah, blah, blah. She's like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm like, okay. I'm like, were you coming home after that? Well, no. Okay. This always happens. Like, okay, well, what are you doing?
Right.
Well, he wants me to come and meet him at his haircut. And I said, what? What did you just say? She's like, yeah, he's getting a haircut, and he wanted me to stop by. I go, he wants you to sit and watch him get a haircut? Well, I mean, yeah, but no. I said, listen, I got no problem with it. That's weird.
What'd she say?
That's weird. She's like, well, no, she's like, my friend said the same thing. I was like, yeah, because it is.
Yeah.
I realize I've been out of the haircut game for a while.
It's still.
But I don't remember ever
weird.
being like, hey, Susan, I've got a grand idea for an evening.
Come with me.
Sit in this chair at Supercuts and watch me get a fade. What kind of hang out after the? I said, why don't you guys just hang out later after the haircut?
Yeah.
Go get
Doesn't a dude's
dinner.
haircut take like 10 minutes? I mean,
It took forever. She was so annoyed. Not at him, at the haircut took forever.
really?
Yeah.
I mean, what was he getting done? Frosted tips?
I don't know. I was like, did he walk out with a whole new head? I was
Right.
like, I don't know. Jake, would you ever ask Star to come watch you get a haircut?
No.
Okay.
Would you ever be like, hey,
I really thought maybe he would say yes.
would you even say, want to come with me to get a haircut?
I mean, if we were together, like if I had to get a haircut and we were like already together,
Running
then,
errands or something.
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you care if I pop in real
right?
quick?
Yeah, but I feel like that's different.
Yeah, that is different.
Yeah. Come meet me at my haircut. I'm like, man, you kids
I mean,
things are different than I was a kid.
Did he want her input or something?
No.
Okay.
No. It just makes me laugh. I'm like, I seriously was like, what? It's like, well, he's getting a haircut. He wants you to hang out with him while he gets his haircut.
Yeah, it's odd.
I said, that's an odd request.
Yeah.
I realize I'm not a teenager anymore. Things have changed. But I remember going like, do you want to go get lunch? Do you want to go to the mall? Do you want to, you know what I mean? Go to the park. I'm like, do you want to watch me get my bangs cut? Oh, well.
Yeah, that's.
Just threw me off.
Did she go?
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
She's a very people-pleasing person.
She doesn't want to disappoint anybody.
Yeah, and Q92, hello, who is this?
Hey, this is Jared.
Jared, where are you calling from?
Canton, Ohio.
All right, Jared, guess what? You're calling number 10. You're now going to be a finalist.
Let's go.
Congratulations, Jared. You're now included. You could be headed off to Vegas to the When We Were Young tour. It's going to be amazing, and you could be there. Jared, tell everybody your favorite station, making you a finalist.
Q92, baby.
All right, there you go. That's another finalist for the When We Were Young Festival. We've gotten 3 so far. Samantha from Akron, Justin from Salem, just added Jared from Canton. Lauren, we're going to get one more, but they better hurry up while they still can.
Yeah, you need to get over to Facebook, YouTube, or X. You don't need to do all 3, but you do need to do one of them. Head over there, give it a like. In the comments, just drop the bikini emoji. That's it. It's hot outside, and, it's summer. So do that. It lets us know that you want to be included for this amazing flyaway experience to Las Vegas for the When We Were Young Festival, and we're moments away from picking our very last finalist of the morning show before we make that phone call tomorrow morning.
Do it right now. It's Q92. Q92. It is 9:51, and it appears that's going to about do it for us here on the Q92 Morning Show. But before we get out of here, we got to get one more finalist for the from the live stream for the Flyaway to Vegas for the When We Were Young Music Festival. What an amazing experience this is going to be. I cannot wait to give it away tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. If you're a finalist, tomorrow morning at 8, someone's phone's going to ring with some really, really good news. But we have one more finalist to get from everybody that went over to the live stream. Click the like button and put the bikini emoji in the comments section. Lauren, who are we going to pick?
Today it is Rochelle Quarles.
Rochelle Quarles. Oh, Rachel Quarles, looks like.
I don't know, because is it Rachel? Because it's ELE.
I don't know. Either way, however she pronounces
You're the winner.
Yeah.
You're the finalist
Rachel,
today.
Rochelle, Racheli, whatever it is, you are now a finalist.
Rach,
congratulations. There you go. You're in the running. We're going to reach out to you, get your info, and you might get the call from us tomorrow morning, letting you know to pack your bags for Vegas in October, because you're going to experience the When We Were Young Music Festival. That's it for the morning show, but don't worry. The good news is you've still got chances to become a finalist today. Nicolina will be in here. You're going to have chances with her next. And, of course, with J-Dub this afternoon. So be listening. Anytime you hear the cue to call, be caller number 10. You'll be in the running. And, again, tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, we call the grand prize winner.
And announce a new contest.
And announce a brand new You're Included contest. We're just going to keep it going. Thank you to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame for joining us like he does every Wednesday. Thank you guys for the text, the comments, all the interaction on social media. We appreciate you guys. Good job on Your Call Wednesday. And, Jake, any chance we can see the picture before we leave again?
Oh, yeah. Have you seen this yet, Keller? Come over here. Keller's in studio with us right now.
I thought maybe Photoshopped, but that is him on the top of a mountain in the state of Washington.
See? I said LL Bean catalog cover, or he's going to be like a Columbia boot sales.
You could put National Geographic around that, the banner, and it would look just like the magazine.
I mean, it's fantastic.
It is.
It is.
And I'll tell you what, it's very beautiful. It's a beautiful picture.
It is.
And I want it on a T-shirt. So
okay.
All right.
I would wear that.
Oh, I would rock that all day. Thank you guys so much. Whether you were listening on your radio, whether you were listening on our website, Q92radio.com, or whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or X, we appreciate you. We'll be back tomorrow morning, and we'll do it all over again. Have a great day, everybody. Jake.
Love you. Bye.
Lauren.
Have a wonderful day.
It's Bailey Zimmerman, Big X, The Plug, all the way on Q92.